My Mountain Dew. Damn cats. Yeah. Alright. So now while that's setting, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next recipe, which is going to be. Oh, I'm waiting.
Yeah. That one? That one?
That one, jack-o'-lantern stuffed peppers. So,
Is that what these are?
that is what those are. They can't see you.
Good.
There you go.
That's what these are.
That's what those are, yes.
They're not stuffed though.
Not yet. We gotta.
I thought they were stuffed.
They will be. We're
Why
going
is
to
it?
stuff them.
Oh.
We're gonna cook them and we're going to stuff them. But first, you're gonna carve one.
Yeah.
With the knife though.
No, I'm gonna carve one.
That's too big of a knife for carving.
Says who?
Says me.
That's them. Is that big?
Is that too big? No one's chatting in Discord, so I can't see.
I can't read it. I know. I have to look at
They're not in Discord. So this is what they're gonna look like: little stuffed peppers with little jack-o'-lantern faces. We've got a couple already done. I'm gonna show you how to do another one over here. I have it hanging back over here. And we're going to take the top of the pepper and cut it open like that. Just like that, you see?
Now I can carve it?
Almost. We gotta get the nasty guts out.
It's not. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's all the mucus,
Ew.
membrane,
Ew.
yeah, and the seeds. I mean, I know you like seed, but
Somebody said tiger with knife is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh.
tiger with knife terrifies me.
Tiger with knife wins.
If you say so.
Yeah, I say so.
So that's all. You're just gonna cut it around that way, pull the guts out.
Guts. Don't eat the guts.
Make sure there's no seeds
Shut that off.
in your lid. Shut that off.
It made noises.
Yeah,
Is that normal?
it does that from time to time.
What is?
All right. So, in a minute, we're going to have him carve one of these. But first, we're going to go over to the stove real quick.
Guys, before we do that, everybody should go buy some merch with this cool WPAFW logo on it. Because when you buy merch, you support our charity, the Awesome Spirit of Wildlife. And plus, you get cool merch. There's like t-shirts. You can get an apron if you want to be like the Tigers.
They've got
Yeah,
Coffee mugs.
Mugs. There's like 1,000 different things you can get, maybe.
hats, t-shirts, hoodies,
Yeah.
flip-up hoodies, pullover hoodies,
All that cool stuff.
hoodies with pockets, hoodies without pockets.
Yeah, if you got some money and you want to support the Awesome Spirit of Wildlife, go buy some merch. Or you can just donate money to them too if you don't want the merch. I'm sure they'd love that. Do I get to cut now?
Not yet. I need.
You said if I sold the merch, I would get to cut.
You didn't sell any merch yet. You just talked about
I
it.
tried.
Well, when one buys some merch, then you can cut.
Somebody please buy some merch so I can cut stuff.
All right. Can I have the camera over here, please?
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna heat this pan right here a little bit, and we're gonna get our stuffed peppers started before the tiger goes cutting into things. We can get this heated up, and you can use one yellow onion that is already diced small. I only use a half because our onions were really big.
How big?
It's pretty big. It was like this big. It was a big onion.
Yeah, big onion.
This is a big onion. So we're gonna go ahead and let this kind of cook up while the tiger entertains you. And after this is done, I'm gonna throw a couple cloves of minced garlic in there, and then we're gonna throw a pound of beef in, and we're gonna let it start browning. While we're waiting for this to start simmering, we're gonna come back over here, and this tiger over here.
Me!
Yeah, that's you. You're going to make a cute jack-o'-lantern.
How cute. Cuter than me?
Cuter than you.
Wow.
I know. Can you do it with this?
That's tiny.
Can you even
I
hold
can
that?
barely even see it. But it's fine. I
Here's
can
your knife.
I got it.
Talk to the people. Entertain the people.
So you should give tigers knives, and because we're really good at cutting stuff. I have claws, but the knife's more fun. It's not even a real knife. It's this little pumpkin cutty thingy. Yeah. Ouch. I just got cut some nice little eye holes. Cover. I can't really see very well. Yeah.
Do you need a magnifying glass?
No. I want to give it glasses.
You're gonna give it glasses.
Got a nice mighty mouse thing. Bangs. Get pepper juice all over my hands. Look, you look so scary. I don't even know if you can see it.
See it.
I made it.
Good job.
Yeah.
He's upside down.
He's not upside down. You're upside down. See?
I didn't change.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He's a little furry too.
That's
We'll
fine.
rinse that one off.
I'll eat
before
that
we,
one later.
We'll rinse it off before we cook it. And then we've got this one here that I just haven't finished yet. You just carve a little space into them, however you want them.
Oh, guys that are talking about the merch. Yeah, Redbubble site's kind of annoying. If you go to the logo that you want and hit like more designs or something, there's a way to get like all sorts of things. If you just look at the main page, it only shows like 4 things. But if you search around enough, there's a way to get to it all.
I'm gonna rinse it off if you don't mind.
I do mind. I put that there for you.
Oh, thanks. See his terrifying face? It's
Yeah. Look at that.
not quite right.
It looks like that. But better.
It'll work. So, you keep the lids with your peppers here. Try to know which one is which.
How do you know which one's which?
It'll fit on top
Oh.
perfectly. So,
Are you still cooking?
yeah, we're still cooking. Of course we're cooking. It's the cooking show. Thank you. What do you got?
It looks like a silverware show.
It is a silver cooking show, and I don't know the kitchen. I need like a wooden spatula or something.
That's a spatula.
This will work. This will work. Bring them over here. Just gonna check on our onions. They're not quite brown enough yet.
Make them browner.
I'm working
Just don't make them yellow like you did the last one.
You liked it.
No, I didn't. Gross.
Well, you're really gonna like the next layer of the jello.
Yeah.
It's orange.
Tiger!
You don't like orange things, though.
You're right. I like orange things.
Sure. So, while that is finishing here, in this pot here, I've already got 2 cups of water. We're gonna make some rice, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting this water ready for the stuffed peppers. I'm gonna put a lid on there to kind of help it heat up. We're making more rice than we actually need, but I'm just gonna feed it to the tighter later. While I eat all the delicious things, he's gonna get the nice bland rice.
I want meat.
You don't get meat. You're a
I don't want
vegetarian.
your rice, your pity rice.
You'll eat my pity rice and you'll like it.
Ew.
Well, this is almost ready. I don't know where we're at on camera.
Now you're on camera.
No, I'm on camera?
Again, you were on camera, but now you're on again.
Awesome. I like being on camera.
Pretend you're famous.
We got a famous.
You're famous now. Good job.
I don't want to be famous.
Oh, well, pretend you're not then.
Okay.
Go sit in the corner.
But then the food would burn, and none of our guests would get to eat the lovely food. So we've got some pre-minced garlic here that we're going to use. Generally, I do about a teaspoon per clove. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons because we need 2 cloves. It's fresh. We just opened it. It's nice fresh garlic.
You're fresh.
I am super fresh. Super fly too. Are you super fly?
No, I'm a tiger.
You're a tiger. You sure?
Yeah.
I think you're just a big lazy cat.
I'm that too.
Yeah,
I'm a tiger.
Good.
There's meat here.
He's taking off with the meat.
Not gonna take off. I'm gonna eat it.
Well, you need that. Our guests are hungry.
I need that. I'm hungry.
You can eat some later too.
Okay.
So, like I said, I don't really measure for the garlic because I like garlic. And you can do this however you wish. If you don't like garlic, use a little less. If you like garlic, use a little more.
What if I'm allergic to garlic?
Then don't use any at all.
And it'll still taste okay?
Yes.
So I can change these recipes to like make it however I want.
Absolutely.
Cool.
You know, if you don't like garlic or you're allergic to it,
You're
don't
wrong.
use it.
You're wrong if you don't like garlic.
You could be a vampire. It is almost Halloween.
You're right.
That's why we're making our Halloween cheese today. I was about to say this week, but this isn't a weekly thing. Hopefully this is just a one-time virtual thing. And next year we'll all be together. And maybe I can do this live for you.
Yeah.
Maybe Rakedu can do this live for you. Although it would be very furry when it was done, and you might hack up a hairball.
Hack.
Hack, yes. So now that that is going there, we're going to get our meat in there. You only want to leave the garlic in long enough, really, just to kind of get a good fragrance going. Leave it in too much longer without the meat, the grease from the meat, and it's going to start to burn. You don't want to burn it. Burnt garlic is gross.
Yeah.
Gross, gross, gross.
I will not say they're great, like the Tony the Tiger commercial. That's copyrighted, and I don't want to get sued.
Well, then just say they're okay.
They're pretty good.
Oh, good. All right. Let's go back over this camera over here.
Yeah. This one.
So,
What? So what?
while that's cooking over there, we're going to get a couple other ingredients together. I've already shredded.
Hi.
Hi. Aren't you adorable?
I'm always adorable.
I know.
What are you?
I'm adorable.
Darkable.
I am. So in this bowl here, we've already pre-shredded some Monterey Jack. Nope, this is for the wrong.
That's not the cheese.
This is not for this.
Oh my god.
This is for another dish. This is for the toxic mac and cheese.
Can't cook anything with this guy. Cheese.
So this is just pre-shredded from the store, already shredded for you, Monterey Jack cheese.
It's a lot easier because shredding cheese is hard work.
It is. I did it earlier, but there's a reason why, and I will explain that later why we did that earlier.
Yeah.
Manually instead of just letting the store do it for us. Or not cheese though. I don't know if anyone can see me.
They can.
Feeling? Okay. If not, you can always entertain. Do a dance. Have you shown off your cup yet?
No.
No?
Yes, whoever said it's roasting in his kitchen with the suit on, it definitely is.
It is warm.
But it's fine.
It's really, really
I'm
warm.
doing this for you guys. I'm willing to suffer for a couple hours to get some delicious food out of it and make your guys' weekend better, hopefully.
Make sure you're donating for his suffering.
Yeah.
But don't donate to us. Donate to the charity, the awesome spirit of wildlife.
They can't see your face when you look at that camera, by the way.
Well,
They can only see your beautiful logo.
it is a beautiful logo. I love this year's logo. So I'm over here now.
Yeah, I don't even fucking know.
He doesn't even know what camera he's got me on.
Yeah.
See, he's controlling the camera with his big,
I got it, don't
meaty
worry.
tiger paws.
Yes, you all can totally come over for dinner. We have enough food.
Well, we have enough food for 4.
Yeah, as long as only like
So 2 more
show
people
up,
can
it's
go.
fine.
No, we gotta eat too.
I don't. Oh, yeah.
Well, so only 2 more people can show up.
First ones through the door get food. Everybody else, you can get some vodka.
All right, so get in your cars and start racing, and see you in about 4.5 hours. I'll try to keep it warm for you. So, our meat is almost brown. The water for the rice is not quite
not brown?
boiling yet.
The water's not brown?
yet. The water's not going to be brown.
Better not be.
I was going to make a Flint joke, but I'm not going to.
Ew. Sorry for anyone that lives in Flint.
I'm pretty sure most of our viewers are in Pennsylvania, but hopefully we have some viewers.
Thankfully, that means they're not going to all show up for dinner.
Unless they want to drive that 4.5 hours.
Maybe they do.
Actually, we're at your house, so it's really only like 3.5.
Yeah.
Because he lives closer than I do.
I live in Michigan.
Barely.
Tiger Lake.
You're right by Toledo. He's right on the border of
Don't tell them where I live. They'll come for dinner.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, once this is all done,
Let's see his meat. Let's
Thank
see his
you.
meat, everybody.
yeah, look up. Our water is ready. That's great.
The water. Mine's over here.
I am. Hi. I'm going to try to pay attention and look at the camera as much as possible, but
You don't have to. Look at the food is more important.
I don't want to burn the food.
Exactly.
So we're doing the rice, and the rice is just an instant white rice because we're trying to make things so that it's quick and easy, and you can make this at home without really having to do a whole lot of prep work. So we did 2 cups of water, so we're going to do 2 cups of rice.
Manic says this is amazing. Manic says you're amazing.
No, because you're amazing.
I know that, but
I mean, we all know that.
nobody wants to see just me walking around being an idiot. They want to learn how to cook rice.
I bet they want to
There's some rice.
see you.
Looking to put the rice in the water.
Rice in the water.
Water.
And then I come back over there.
To read the directions, you should always read the directions.
Yes, I just want to make sure, I don't cover that.
Whatever, it's probably
I need
fine.
to cover it. So, I need a spoon. I need a spoon. We're going to play this game again. Fun for you, Doug.
One more over by the stove. Thank God. There you go.
Hey! I like this one. I like this one. So, just going to kind of stir this in here a little bit. I'm going to cover that.
Topaz says the show is homely.
Homely?
I don't even know what that means.
I hope that's a good comment, and that you're not saying that I look homely. So we're gonna put this lid on here, and I've got my lovely assistant Alexa in the background. Alexa, please set a timer for 5 minutes. She's a really bad assistant. Kibble, please set a timer for 5 minutes. He's a much better assistant.
Alexa,
Dogs
stop.
listen a lot better.
Hi.
Very well trained.
Oh,
She listens to him.
Apparently, when
I'm just the wrong color tiger.
ask him to tell me to go slow.
Alexa, stop.
So our meat is getting damn close to brown here.
Brownie.
Brown meat. As soon as that's done, we're going to drain this off. We're going to put some of our cheese in there. I'm only going to put half of it because we're going to use part of it to top the peppers. We're also going to use this. Again, it's easy because it's already done for us. This, I don't know if you can see it. This is just fire roasted diced tomatoes. You can get this in pretty much any grocery store.
That's a lot of words.
Fire roasted,
Yes.
diced
And tomato juice.
in tomato juice.
Yes. It's like a whole meal in a can.
It really
If
is.
you like tomatoes as your whole meal.
Yeah. Like some protein though. You're not going to stay very full.
That's what the cheese is for. And the meat. The brown
And the meat.
The brown meat.
But you said this is a meal by itself, so it's not a meal by itself.
And cheese and pepper.
Well, then it's not a meal by itself.
Well, it's fine.
Then you're just doctoring up that meal, which is also okay. That's what we
I'm
do.
not a doctor.
You sure about that?
You want to find out?
Not really.
Yeah, people ordered the merch.
Who's ordering merch?
I get the, I already used the knife though, so it's fine.
I did. I knew someone was going to buy it
Yeah.
because you told them to.
Yeah.
What do you want? I need something to drain the grease into because I don't want to thread it down your drain. Don't pour hot grease down your drain. It will clog your drain. At home, I use an empty Monster can until it's full, and then I just throw
I
it
don't
away.
have any monster cans. Wait, I do.
You do it, man.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
I have a whole pile
He's got a whole pile. I don't have something in the camera, so you are all off in the dark right now. Hi. We're going to use the tomatoes. We got some cheese.
of them. Empty can.
Empty can. Funnel for the empty can? No. I know, I'm fucking needy.
I don't have a phone.
Can I swear on this?
Fuck that.
This is adult, right? I remember I had to click a little thing saying this is mature.
I don't have
Sure.
a phone, so just
Content.
make it work.
Well, you're no help. Just make it work, he says. I spill it all over the place. We'll see what happens. So this is good and brown.
Brown meat.
All right, I don't want to put this into that can then because I'll never get into that can from there. So we're going to find a metal hole, put it in there, and I'll let it get hard. Burn.
Yeah, let it get hard.
I'm gonna let it solidify.
Yeah, you said let it get hard.
I did say let it get hard.
Just want to clarify for everyone what you said.
I did. So we're gonna just drain this off. It doesn't have to be all.
Wait,
Drained off or rinsed.
It's really close up.
Let's see this really close up.
Look at this meat drainage.
Try
Why
not
don't
to
we
get
show the nasty liquids close up?
because everyone likes to see the nasty liquids close up.
Gross.
Oh yeah.
This was a family-friendly cooking show.
No. Did you read the disclaimer.
Look at his technique for draining this meat, you guys. He's super good at it.
It's all
I mean,
right.
he's all right. He's got a little bit of meat chunks with this.
I'm not great though, because you won't say that.
No, it's pretty
I'm
good.
pretty okay. So a little bit of grease in there is fine. You just don't want it to be swimming in grease because it'll really ruin your peppers. They'll get all soggy and gross. So now that that is done there, we're going to put the pan back on the stove. We're going to grab our tomatoes.
Can I drink this?
I'd prefer you don't.
Okay.
That's going to mess up your fur really bad.
Yeah.
You're going to have some nasty toilet issues later.
Ew.
Yeah, I said it. And here it is.
Question.
Chicken broth. Question.
Can you make popcorn in the beefy grease?
Can you make popcorn in the beefy grease? I imagine you could do that. I don't know that you would want to do that. It would taste.
You could use that.
If you were a tiger and you like beefy things,
You could use it instead of oil. I don't know what would happen though.
I don't know. I mean, it's a little thicker than normal oil, but it would. You'd have probably
Beefy,
pop.
crispy popcorn is what you'd have.
Yeah, it would not probably taste very good. It would likely be soggy as well.
There's only one way to find out.
We're not trying it, but you can try it. Let us know when your stream is. Who is that?
Tallow oil.
Who asked that question?
Dr. Quixon.
Yeah,
The real doctor in the house.
real doctor. There is a real doctor in the house, so he was gonna help me doctor up the dishes. But when you make that popcorn, stream it. Let us know, and we'll watch you attempt.
Can we have hot peppers
Make-
too?
We're gonna have some hot peppers later.
Yes.
I know, right?
And the popcorn with beef grease though.
No popcorn with beef grease. So we're coming back over here now,
Yeah. Wait, that's not
and
that one. There. Okay.
all right. I've got a dog waving at me frantically.
What do you
over
want?
here. Tell me that it's been 5 minutes and our rice should be
It's
done.
been 5 minutes and 22 seconds. The rice is gonna be burned.
No, because it's off.
Oh.
It's just simmering and it's just sitting in the water.
Oh.
Don't listen to him. He's being a you know.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to take just a half a cup of chicken broth. I like the low sodium stuff because the cheese and the meat have enough salt on its own.
We have 3 cameras.
We do have 3 cameras. And then we're going to take this can here. I should have let him open it. It would have been a lot funnier.
Yeah. Put it back on and I'll open it. Oh, never mind. I'll open the next one.
Okay, you open the next one. We'll get one that involves an actual can opener because that will be entertaining. I'm going to turn this stove back on right about up medium low. Don't want it on too high.
Don't get too high, you guys.
Yeah, listen to the tiger. Don't get too high.
How's it like over there? Hey,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
I am. I'm just going to be moving all around. Can you keep up? Can you keep up?
can.
It's a good game for him. You can't see it because you can't see my face.
Everybody
but I
wants
keep-
to watch Tiger Chef Kitchen all the time.
Yeah,
It'd be fun.
it would be
We're
fun.
not gonna cook for you guys at the con anymore. We're just gonna do this instead.
Oh, can we do that instead? We're gonna up the price. We'll cater everything for you, but once a day, we'll give you a cooking lesson, and then you won't get to eat it. That seems fair, right?
It's sad if you don't get to eat it.
I know. I mean like that. So we're just gonna let this heat back up a little bit. I'm gonna go a little higher, a little more like medium high. So we're only gonna put half of this cheese in here. Don't worry, I washed my hands. We're gonna put half of the cheese in here.
There you go. Did anyone see him wash his hands? Because I didn't.
Yes, you did. You were standing right there. That might be a little more half. That's okay because we have extras in the fridge, and we like things cheesy. I keep looking at this camera.
You're
You guys can
cheesy.
see me, but you can't.
When you put your face in the pan like that, they can see you.
Yeah. So we're just gonna put a little cheese in here, let this heat back up. Let the cheese kind of melt into it. And then we'll put the rice in there, we're gonna stir that all around, and then we're going to fill our peppers with it. Pop those in the oven. I preheated the oven before we started at 350.
350.
350, and we're gonna cook those for 45 minutes.
That's a long time.
It is, but then they're gonna be so delicious when it's done.
Yeah.
And tasty.
So they want to do a Tiger Chef cooking lesson next year at the real.
Tiger Chef cooking lesson. We
I
can
don't know
do
if
that.
y'all will learn anything, but we could try.
I mean, yeah, it's likely that I will have a lot more alcohol on me then.
Yeah. And then
Well, yeah, we can go for it.
and then 2 select furries will get to eat all the delicious food with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we'll only make enough for 4.
Right.
We're not going to show you how to
Sorry,
prep for
guys.
400 because it's a lot of work and we can't do that in like a 2-hour show.
You can't make fancy things like these pepper things with
No.
400 of them, because I don't have time for that. Sorry.
No, that would take us forever. All right, so back over.
Over there again?
Is this on? Is this thing? Check. This thing on? It's on. It's just not going as fast as I would like it to.
Make it faster then.
I don't control that. So I'm coming back over here for a minute and
I wish I could see your guys' chat in my own chat, if anybody knows how to do that.
that would be great.
Because when Papa's hosting my stream, but I can only see my own chat in my stream. I can't see your chat. So I have it on my phone to see everybody else chatting on Papa's stream. If anybody knows how to fix that in like 3 seconds,
Yeah.
otherwise, it's fine.
So here's our rice, and you can see when you use the right proportions, it comes out nice. I don't know if you've seen the YouTube video of the guy watching a girl make rice, and she has to drain it, and then she rinses it. You shouldn't have to do that when your rice is done. It should be perfectly fluffy, like this. And it's really easy. It's equal portions of rice to water. Well, when you're doing instant. I don't know about the regular. So we're just gonna toss this in here now too.
You didn't toss it, you poured it. Okay,
That better?
that's better.
All right. So we're gonna pour this in here, mix it up a little bit. So if you're a vegetarian and you're watching this and you're thinking, well, fuck you, Oz, you just put meat in there and ruined it for me. No, you can do this exact same thing with soft tofu, and you can brown it, and brown it, crumble it up, give it a brown. You could use black beans.
Can I use red beans?
Yeah,
I'm not racist. I want to use all the beans.
you can use all the beans.
Yellow beans.
You can use the yellow beans, the black beans, red beans. You can make this like a super colorful dish.
That's a lot of rice.
And then throw some peppers and stuff in there.
Can I make it with less rice? Because there's not much meat. in all
Yeah,
that.
I just put all that rice in there after I said I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
It works no matter what, is what you're saying.
It does. Now it's just a little thicker, but that's okay. So now we'll just have extra. So this means we'll have to go to the store later and make more stuffed peppers for tomorrow for us to eat in the afternoon while we're getting ready for lunch. Because we're making lunch tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to show you Thanksgiving. If you remember not last year, 2 years ago, when did we do pumpkin chili? Was that 2 years ago, Rakedu?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so pumpkin chili that everyone was in love with and happy. We are going to make pumpkin chili tomorrow for you. We're going to show you all how to make our pumpkin chili. So this is pretty well mixed, and it's got a nice thickness to it, which is good because our
I like a nice thickness.
yeah.
Heyo.
Hello.
Yeah, so you guys should come back tomorrow from noon to 2, and we're going to do some more of this cooking shit.
Yeah, we're going to show you all of our fun Thanksgiving things.
Yeah.
So I'm
Actually,
gonna.
you guys should just watch the stream all weekend, because there's lots of great people streaming all sorts of fun stuff.
They were watching some really interesting VHSs earlier.
Yeah. And there's
So I was
like,
watching and I thought it was like dubbed over with funny things because I was prepping, so I wasn't watching the screen, and some of the comments that they were making were kind of funny.
kinda.
Yeah.
They were really funny.
They were. All I know, at one point I heard him go, I think he said, all I asked for was a cup of coffee. And just the way he said it was very comical to me. I just want a cup of coffee, but
I want a cup of vodka. Hey, where'd you get that cup of vodka?
some tiger made it for me.
Yeah. Others.
By some tiger, I mean me, because he was busy doing something else. I wasn't going to use this cutting board, but I just thought of a good purpose for this. It's good for that, but it's also good for if you have a hot fan and you don't want to sit it on your counters. Sit it on there. So, I need a scoop. Scoop somewhere. We'll use this. We're going to scoop the mixture into the peppers now.
Go ahead.
I went a little fuller than you normally would. I don't know if you guys can see this. I think, yeah, you guys can see it. So, just the peppers stuff in there. You want to leave a room on top because we're gonna put more cheese on it. Because who doesn't
More
love cheese?
cheese. Everybody loves more cheese.
Everyone loves more cheese. And you know, choose a little less rice. Don't screw up like I did, but that's okay. It's still gonna be delicious. It smells delicious.
Look at his pepper stuffing skills, everyone.
I do like to stuff things.
That's not very stuffed. Stuff it more. Yeah. Oh, that's nice and stuffed.
You're dirty.
What?
You're a dirty kitty.
I washed my paws. And then cheese.
And then we're gonna put a little more cheese on top here.
Everybody likes cheese, except for people who are cheese intolerant.
You can always use lactose-free cheese if you can't have the regular cheese.
Huh.
You can literally make this however you want. You can stuff it with anything. I saw a recipe that we considered doing that was like a Mexican stuffing, and it was completely vegetarian with like refried beans, some olives, a pepper jack cheese. It sounded really good, but
That sounds
we wanted
pretty good.
something meaty,
I like
so we know. Then you gotta put your tops back on.
So why did you take your top off?
Because everyone wanted to see. Nobody wanted to see that.
The cheese will hold the tops on too.
It will. This is not the right top for that.
You gotta mix up again.
I did. There we
You
go.
can't keep your tops straight.
No, that's because I prefer the bottoms.
Gross.
You like it. All right, so we're going to throw this in here, and while we're
Put it
doing
in the
that,
oven.
yeah, and while we're doing that, I'm going to start boiling some water back here.
Don't knock them over.
To get up all. So we're putting them in the oven at 350, and we're gonna let them sit in there for 45 minutes.
Alexa,
The dog has
set
started the
timer
timer.
for 45 minutes, please.
The dog's already got us. Got our back.
45 minutes. Start now.
Hey, she likes
Yeah.
you.
Alexa's my friend.
She says, "Bitch."
Alexa's my only.
Oh, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
I love you.
Hi, Alexa.
Oh. Us. Alexa. Us. Kibble. You guys can't see Kibble, but he's over
Hi.
there.
He's a dog.
He's the dog. That's why he's off the screen.
No,
This is a tiger.
no
always.
dogs allowed. What are you doing now?
So since we made too much of the mixture,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it in a bowl and put it aside. Because we're gonna need the stove for other things. Because we're in a minute, we're gonna start making some jalapeno poppers that we're gonna wrap to look like mummies. It's gonna be awesome.
That sounds pretty good.
It does sound pretty good. Watch your paws. Watch your
I'm
purse.
watching. Don't get them all dirty with your dirty, greasy meat beef stuff.
It's more ricey than beefy now.
You're right. Too much rice. Guys, if you ever make this, don't use so much rice.
No, it was only supposed to be a cup of rice. We did 4 cups of rice.
Too much rice.
Because I was really excited to talk to all of you.
So now there's barely any meat. It's just a bunch of rice and kind of gross. But
It's not gross.
it'll still taste good,
It
probably.
smells delicious.
Especially if you like rice.
I like rice, and I know you like rice because sushi is one of your favorite dishes.
Sushi is good, but not because of the rice.
No, but it has a lot of rice on it.
That's just to hold it to get it into your face.
You could just poke your claw into the fish. And just...
Yeah.
I've seen you do it, as a matter of fact. I've seen you do that. So I'm taking this off camera, and it's just going to sit over here, so I'll be right back.
Goodbye. I'll in here and watch.
You can just entertain the people.
I can't.
You can. You're very good at
I'm not
entertaining.
entertaining.
You're super entertaining. So before we go into our next recipe, I'm going to check our Jello shots really fast.
Question. How would it work substituting ground turkey or ground pork for the ground beef?
Absolutely, that'll work. That will be 100%.
Like you said, you can use tofu, you can use meat substitutes, you can use pretty much whatever you want.
So I'm gonna need the closed camera
Wait,
on this.
hold on.
So if you can see this little Jello shot here, can you get into the Jello shot there?
I can get right into
No,
the
no.
Oh, you said into it.
Not that close into it.
okay.
It's wobbly, but when you, it's still, it's jelly. It's almost ready for your second layer. If you let it set too long, your layers won't stick together.
Oh.
So they'll just fall
You
apart.
gotta be like just the right amount of time.
Just the right amount of time. So we're gonna let this go back in here for a minute, and while that's in there, we're gonna start getting water ready for the next one, while we start prepping for our next dish. I need Oakley. She does all of the dishes with Papa, and she is like our super cleaner in the kitchen. And
Look at all these dishes.
I know
I'm not good at your dishes.
she would be killing me right now. She would not have this. Oakley does not like a dirty dish in the sink, and I have got.
And we're only on the second part of the second dish.
We've only made one dish.
Yeah, not even. Yeah.
But I mean, she's awesome. She's usually
That's on frame. Leave it in.
It is in frame. I need in the sink though. I don't want it. There we go.
Well,
there we go.
now it's all gross and wet and meaty. Whatever.
You're wet and meaty.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry. What about indefinite anymore?
The sound should stop from that.
It should.
Should. So, just gonna use the same pot we were using. For a little
What's
more.
in the Jello shot? Explain it again for anyone who just joined the stream.
Yeah, so our Jello shots are based off of the recipe on the box, which is 1 cup hot water, 1 cup cold water. But of course, because we don't do anything with just water around here, it's 1 cup hot water, 1 cup cold vodka. So
Yeah, it's basically 2 kinds of Jello. It's lemon Jello and orange Jello. We're gonna make candy corn colored Jello shots. So it's gonna be yellow layer, orange layer, and then whipped cream on top for the white layer. And they're gonna look like little candy corns that you can get drunk on.
all right, so just do a little more water in there. We're gonna let that start boiling. And while that's getting ready, we're gonna start getting ready to move into our next dish.
Yay!
Yay, new dishes! Next dish is going to be the jalapeno,
That one.
mommy stuffed jalapeno poppers.
And what's that?
That is going to be pretty much jalapeno. Pretty much we're going to stuff with cream cheese and another cheese.
All the cheese.
Oh, the cheese. We're gonna stuff it with cream cheese.
So we're making like stuffed jalapeno poppers, and then for Halloween we're gonna wrap them in dough and make them look like little mummies.
Little mummies.
So they'll be all fancy and Halloweeny.
Who doesn't love a little mummy?
Halloweeny.
You just like to say the word weenie.
Yeah?
Pervert.
No!
See what I have to put up with?
I'll turn your camera off. I'll make you unfamous again.
That's okay. Are you still buying merch? Making donations?
Maybe. I can't.
You can't tell? Alright, so we've got 1 pack of cream cheese here that we have had sitting out for a little bit to soften because you don't want it
Somebody
all
says,
hard.
am I a furry or am I just doing this for the laugh? You're in a...
He's doing it for the laugh.
I don't know what stream I'm even looking at.
I
It
don't
might be my
either.
own chat, and I don't even know who follows me. So some random person just watching my chat. Hi, I am a furry, and I'm doing it for the laugh. Can it be both? This is a virtual convention, since we cannot have real furry conventions this year due to coronavirus.
Yeah.
So we're just streaming panels and making everyone have a good weekend.
I'm having a good weekend. You having a good weekend?
It's Tigers teaching everyone how to cook.
I mean, everyone knows the Tigers are the best cooks. Did you know that our kitchen at WPAFW, when I was probably running, it consisted of 4 Tigers? Out of like 9 people that work in the kitchen, there's 4 Tigers. See, I washed my hands. Don't listen to him.
Okay, he did wash his hands this time, you guys.
So-
I saw it.
The cream cheese has been, like I said, it's sitting up to get soft.
Warmer, softer, so you can actually mix it.
So we're gonna put, this is shredded pepper jack cheese. We're gonna put a cup of that in there. It's 1 cup. I measured it earlier.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take some green onions here.
He's got green onions.
It's an arrangement.
He's got like a little green onion plant growing in
It's like
there.
a little arrangement. If you don't know me, like during the day, I work with flowers
And green onions.
for a living. So I wanted to make something pretty, so I arranged some green onions because that's how I do it. So we're just going to take these, which I've already cleaned off and rinsed. Tiger can testify to that.
Probably.
Probably. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I didn't see it, but it probably happened.
No, he was setting up all the techie stuff, and I'm just going to cut them in little rings. You gotta
Proper chopping technique.
keep your fingers curled back. Don't want to lose any of those.
Yeah, because we don't want fingertips in our jalapeno mummies.
No, even though it is Halloween, but we don't want that. So that's probably about enough. It's really kind of to your own liking how much you want in here. I like green onions. Tiger likes green onions. We're gonna have some really bad breath later, so maybe it is better if you guys all stay. 4.5 hours away. Sorry, 3.5 hours away. And because it's so soft, I don't even need a mixer or anything with this. I'm just going to stir it by hand.
That's not what you said earlier. You wanted a mixer.
I did want a mixer, but we don't have one. It's in storage.
Oh, yeah.
In Pennsylvania.
With all of our other stuff.
All of our other kitchen things. But you know what? We got this great kitchen here
Not
at
accurate.
Rakedu's house. You know, couldn't do this in my house. My kitchen is much smaller. Does that look good?
It looks like good. I don't know.
It looks like good.
Probably good.
You use
Cheese
wonderful
and
words.
more cheese and green onions. How could it not be good?
If the dog was making it,
True.
then it wouldn't be good anymore. Sorry, dog. But it's the truth. So that's it for that. Put this over here.
Watch out for that spider.
Woo! It's got me. Yeah. Terrifying.
What's that?
These are some jalapeno peppers that I have already
Pepper?
prepared. Yeah, I've peppered them. Yes.
The peppers.
So I've already prepared these. I'm going to show you what I did to them. It's real easy. And back over here, we've got a little.
Peppers.
These are like the big boys.
Are these really hot?
So jalapeno peppers are not super hot, and then especially once you scoop all the seeds out, they're not so bad.
Why? Is the cheese the hottest
The
part?
seeds are the hottest part.
Ah.
And if you wanted to kick it up a little bit when you're making this, save some of your seeds, put them into your cheese,
Oh,
and just throw them into your cheese, and it will make it spicier.
Yeah.
But it will make it fairly spicier, so be warned. So, what we did with these, super simple. No, we didn't do that. We cut them long ways and left the top on to begin with.
So the cheese won't fall out.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna kind of take the top off a little here, so that it helps hold it in. And then use a smaller knife, don't use a big one, and just kind of gently go in there and scoop out. If you're scared that you're going to cut yourself doing this,
Don't.
you can use a spoon. Like
Yeah.
this.
I'm not scared.
It's just a little more difficult.
Make sure you don't touch your eyes after you stick your finger.
Absolutely do
Jalapeno.
not do that. I've not done that.
No, no.
But I've seen videos of people that have done it. And as funny as they are, that can really hurt you.
Maybe.
It can, you know,
It only burns for a couple hours.
only for a couple hours. And then you're just going to take your pepper and cold water. Yes, don't look at other things. And you're going to rinse your seeds out, your little membrane and stuff. There we go. And I'm going to do that to this one more pepper here. We may have more peppers than we do stuff to make,
I don't know about that.
but we'll find out.
You can just overstuff them with stuff. And stuff.
Well, then we'd have to understuff them if we have too many peppers. I
Oh.
don't want them understuffed.
Oh.
I think we might have too many peppers.
You just eat the extra peppers then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or we chop them up and throw them in, you know, to the stuffed peppers later or something.
To the garbage.
No!
Oh.
Not into the garbage. We can feed the dog them later.
The dog does not eat jalapeno peppers.
He might.
He would, but I don't want to deal with it.
Not the real dog.
Oh, the fake dog. The furry trash.
The furry trash dog, yes. No, we wouldn't do that to Sipka.
Oh.
No, because the real dog's too awesome. And again, just rinse your seeds out. You don't need to really see that. So, does anyone else have any questions?
Nobody's done anything for a while, so I guess not.
Are they still watching us? Are you guys still watching us?
It says we have 30 viewers.
We have 30 viewers?
Yeah.
We're poppy for.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah. We're here.
They're all gonna learn how to make these things.
They are, and they're delicious. I've actually made these many a times. I'm sorry.
Go!
Sorry.
Oh, he went to the garbage.
I had to go scrape off the seeds and stuff into the can. I don't want them to fall anywhere because we do have a pet running around and I don't want him to eat those. So,
What now?
when that is all said and done, how's our Jello water looking?
I think you turned it on. Well, you turned it on super low. It still looks like water. The back water is warm, but not the front water.
Actually, I need to turn this one down just for a little ahead of time on that one.
He's never used a stove before. Just hang with him, bro.
I have not used it stove before, no. So now we're going to take our mixture of.
They said they're not watching you anymore, Oz. They're watching me.
Well, that's fine.
But then they said, just kidding. They love you, Oz.
That's fine. I'll just keep making this stuff, and they can just keep watching you because you're entertaining.
I am not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a tiger.
You're an entertaining tiger,
Yeah.
and you're just going to.
What are you doing?
I'm just stuffing the pepper. You're just going to take the filling and put it into your pepper like that. And you're going to do that with all of your peppers.
A lot of peppers.
It is a lot of peppers. Like I said, I think we may have more pepper than we do stuffing.
Yeah. Sorry, electric stove. I know. I wish I had a gas stove, but
It's true, gas stoves are better, but you know what?
if you want to be like a professional chef, you're gonna have a gas stove. But electric works. It's just a little slower.
It is. A little more temperamental, but that's okay.
You're
We-
temperamental.
I can get temperamental.
Yeah. Make sure you feed him, or he gets real temperamental.
Or just takes a Snickers and I'm good. Yeah. You like a Snickers, right?
Angry.
You are often hangry.
Yes.
We have known each other for a very long time. We've been cooking together in this, well, not this kitchen, but in the WPAFW kitchen together for somewhere between 5 and 7 years now. I honestly have lost track.
Too damn long.
Too damn long, yeah. And he will for sure be in the middle of cooking. And I don't know if you've ever paid attention, but when you're in the kitchen cooking all day long, you tend to forget to eat yourself.
Yeah.
And start getting a little hungry. And he gets a little cranky, and we usually have to stop and feed him before he murders someone. You know.
Yeah. I did that one year.
Fortunately, we do have, some really great people in the kitchen that, will help bring him food. And people that outside at the bar that used to bring us drinks, I'm missing them very much right now. I could
Yeah.
use a new drink.
We need a bar outside. Kale, come help.
Kale, can I have a cocktail, please? Kale?
By Kale, he means Kibble.
Hey, Kibble, can I have a cocktail, please? My cup is almost empty.
Your cup is almost
Wait,
empty.
Hey, wait. It's not empty now.
Chug. His cup's empty. I'll be right back.
Isn't he the cutest tiger ever? Well, cutest orange tiger. So once you're gonna get these all stuff, I would have pre-done this for you, but I wanted you guys to see it being mixed. We're gonna stuff all of these, and then we're going to grab some crescent roll. Maybe I can get the tiger to grab me a roll.
I'll grab your
Crescent
roll.
Pervert. If you haven't noticed,
Let's use this nice long tube.
it is a nice long tube. Don't get it all covered in your
Do
food.
not consume raw dough.
We're not. We're gonna cook it.
That's an opinion, though, not a fact.
I mean,
Right?
you might not feel very good afterwards. You might have some tummy issues. Maybe go to the hospital. I don't really know.
Yeah, we
Is that
We
bad?
just bought pre-made crescent dough because it's way easier than trying to make your own dough.
Yeah. And who doesn't love crescent dough? It's soft. It's flaky.
Yeah, it's even
Buttery.
It says flaky right on here.
Does it say flaky right on it?
Yeah,
Look at that.
and then you gotta like open it somehow, but I can't.
You're gonna use your claws, and no, please don't actually do that. It's under pressure, and it might.
Under pressure.
We actually have some extra, so we always save that for something else later. So may I have this, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
So let me
Teach
rinse.
them all how to open this
Let me rinse this
magical
off my hand.
little thing.
Our Jello water is not quite ready yet, but it's getting there. I'm not turning it on too quick because
It looks like
I want to
water.
work on this and not have enough water. Because if you don't have enough water and you get too much vodka, it won't set.
It's not raw dough, it's fresh dough.
It is fresh dough.
Yeah.
So
How do you open that?
they're a pain in the ass.
That's what I thought too.
So you're supposed to peel this off and then take a spoon and push it against it. I don't do that because I think it's stupid. I just push it on the counter
That was easy.
and it opens.
Look at that dough.
So normally you would take these, roll them into little triangles. We're not gonna do
Oh,
that.
it's already in triangles. Unroll
Well,
it.
right, but you're gonna you normally roll
No,
the
no,
triangle.
unroll it.
I am. I'm getting there.
Hurry up.
Impatient.
Hurry up, I want dough.
I'm not feeding you dough.
Oh.
I mean, I want dough too, but preferably green, with Benjamin on it.
Yeah, so these crescent rolls are like pre-cut into triangles.
we don't really want that.
It's not really good for making mummies with, because mummies don't have triangle bandages.
So we're going to fix this. You're going to take your dough, and
Yeah, you make it look so easy.
you're going to pinch it together.
Pinch it?
Like that.
Oh,
Just seems.
you just like reseal it.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Make it into like a sheet of dough.
Yeah, you can buy it as a sheet of dough. Allegedly, I've seen it once, but I've not seen
You can allegedly buy it, or allegedly you've seen it.
both.
Oh. Look at him pinch this dough, y'all. He's like a pro dough pincher.
I'm just going to pinch it.
Yeah. It almost looks like a pie crust now. Why can't we just use pie crust?
I imagine you probably could if you wanted a sweeter outside.
Oh.
You could probably also use like pastry puff if you wanted a little puffier.
Oh.
Pastry puff cooks a little differently, so it might not work so well, but it probably would. So you're gonna take that. Once you get it like that, it doesn't have to be perfect because one, it's a mummy and they're dead. So we're going to just kind of roll this out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 peppers.
You ain't gonna have enough dough.
I might not have enough dough. We'll make this work somehow.
Just like dough up as
We
much
might
as
like
the-
cut it in half and then do it.
What are we gonna do? Make strips?
Yeah, so we got our pizza cutter.
Huh?
So Rakedu really likes turtles, and it's
Yeah.
a Ninja Turtle pizza cutter. with the handle.
Ninja Turtle.
So you're going to make thin strips with your pizza cutter.
How thin?
However thin you want them to be based off of how many peppers you've got.
Really thin.
But you want them pretty thin.
What if I want them thick?
If you've got really big
With
peppers,
2 C's. Or 3 C's.
wow, that's really thick.
Yeah.
That's like,
Maybe you should try one before you cut anymore and make sure it works.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Or are you just gonna...
I'm winging it. I'm confident.
Alright. We've never tried this, so we're gonna find
I
out.
have those. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're not gonna get 16 at this rate.
No, that's fine though. I'll make it work because I'm going to cut them in half.
Oh, well then they won't wrap around enough.
I think they will.
No, they won't.
Because it'll stretch.
They won't.
Don't tell me what about.
Try one before you cut it in half. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. You see what I deal with? This tiger here.
You just watch.
That is way more than enough. Half of this would totally do it because
Alright.
it stretches.
Alright. Guys, if you fuck this up, it's not my fault. I tried.
It's true. He did try, but I don't really care. We're just gonna
Why
kind
is
of
the first one so skinny and the last ones are so thick? Does it matter?
because I made them thicker for you as you went along.
Oh.
2 C's thick,
Does it really matter though?
1 C thick. It really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you can,
Because as you're doing it, it's gonna get stretched and thin, and
so you can do whatever the hell you want.
right. So you're gonna take your dough here,
No.
and you're gonna
That's a big fucking pepper.
kind of get in there, get your first piece attached so that it sticks to itself,
Uh-huh.
and then you're just gonna kind of
Uh-huh.
wrap it around like a mummy.
Like a mummy.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be neat. Doesn't have to be
Oh, it
perfect.
didn't really wrap
right?
the whole thing very well, did it? Like I said.
You know what?
Maybe y'all should have listened. Look at that.
It's gonna puff.
Okay. I'll shut up then.
We'll have extra at the end because now there's way more than 16.
Wait. No, there's still...
There's more than 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's more than 16.
That's not way more though. It's only
10.
That's
So there's 20.
There's 18.
Okay. You might be right.
I am right.
You might be wrong. Probably.
Anyway, he's gonna wrap up all these mummies first, and that's gonna take a little bit.
So, yeah. Why don't you,
What can I do?
you can tell us a fun little story while I wrap this.
I don't have any fun stories.
You told me a story the other day.
It was a sad story.
It was a sad story. It was not fun at all. I said, hey, Rakedu, tell me a story. And he goes, okay. Once there was a tiger. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, and he died.
Yeah.
That's
See?
a horrible story.
You don't want my story.
I mean, if you can give us a nice, funny one, you can make fun of the dog.
The dog. I'll sell merch again.
Sell some more
Guys,
merch.
guys, this virtual convention, we still have a charity to support. That's the whole point of doing this. We're trying to entertain you for the weekend, but we're also trying to support our charity, the Awesome Spirit of Wildlife, because they've been really good to us. We try to help them out as much as we can. So we're selling some merchandise. Look at this logo. Papa 2020. You can get this logo on an apron, on a t-shirt, on a face mask because of COVID. You can have mugs, hats. There's all sorts of shit you can get. I don't even know. But anyway,
There might have even been umbrellas and shit.
probably.
I think there was.
It's not raining, but you might want an umbrella anyway.
It'll rain eventually.
But if you guys go buy some merchandise, you get the cool logo, and you get to support the charity at the same time. How cool is that?
You don't want any merch? Not in it for the merch?
You can just donate some
donate
money
to the
too if you
charity.
want. But I mean, who doesn't want the cool merch, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want the merch.
I post links in the chat, but it's not working because I don't know why. But
I like the merch.
if you go to the Papa Twitter page, there's links to the charity. There's links to the Redbubble website where you can buy the cool merchandise. Takes a little bit of work to find the stuff you want, but it's okay.
But it's cool stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I want the
Then you
coffee
look
mug
like-
so I can drink it at my office desk every day because
I think they have coffee mugs.
they do. And I can't go a day without my coffee because
But yeah, then you can look like us, Austin Tiger Chefs, and have your very own Will Papa apron. But don't get the apron. Get something cooler, like a t-shirt or a hoodie.
well, they could get the apron. Maybe they want to cook like us.
This logo is freaking awesome, you guys.
Maybe they've been watching us and they're like, shit, I need one of those so I can cook too.
Shit.
Shit.
Can you teach me how to cook? Because I don't know anything.
You don't.
Thanks.
That's not true. He knows a lot of things. He is, definitely the main guy in the kitchen usually. But today, he is the entertainment, and I'm going to play the main guy. But he said all of this awesome. If you're enjoying our stream with all the different cameras and the sound, and that was all him. It wasn't me, because I can't do that crap.
Jello's not even Jello yet.
It's not supposed to be jelly yet. It's supposed to be just boiling water or warm water.
Not even that.
It's not even warm water
It
yet.
might be warm. It's steaming a little bit.
Steaming a little, it means it's almost ready. Because if you didn't know, water for Jello does not have to be actually boiling. It can
So
just be.
we're halfway through our stream, too.
We're halfway through the stream.
Just so you know on time. I don't know where we're supposed to be right now, but that's where we are.
I feel like that's actually a pretty good spot for us to be at right now because we got to make this, and as soon as
some other
we're done with
stuff.
this, we're gonna make the toxic mac and cheese.
Toxic.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't kill me.
Are you allergic to cheese?
Kimmel's holding up the phone, so I think time is up for what this thing.
For what?
Oh,
So nothing. Never mind. False alarm. That was a 25-minute warning
25 minutes on what?
on the peppers.
Well, I don't want to know what 25 minutes. I want to know what it's been 45 minutes.
Exactly. Thanks, Kibble. High five.
This is why
Yeah.
the dog is not in the kitchen with us, and he's off to the side because he can't even handle a simple thing as telling me when it's been 45 minutes. Because he's a dog that's sitting there going, hey,
Hey,
guys.
touch it. Hey, look at me. Hey.
We love dogs, though.
Are you done with these yet? It's taking forever.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
We've only got like a few more left.
here, let's show everybody what you're making. If they don't already know what you're making.
They might not know because they might just be joining us. How many people are watching us?
29, 30-ish, whatever.
It better be like 30-ish.
So yeah, jalapeno stuffed peppers.
It's gonna have to look like a mummy.
You put cream cheese and some pepper jack cheese and some green onions. Mix it together. Stuffed it in a jalapeno. Wrapping some of this delicious uncooked dough around it. They're gonna be fucking delicious to eat. You don't even have to cook them. You can just eat them right now.
Don't do that. Don't tell them. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't do that.
Close up.
Oh, back that away.
Okay.
No one wants to see that.
Okay, 3 more left to go.
3 more left.
A lot of work. Sorry guys, taking forever. I know y'all want to watch him wrap mummy.
I know. Like, this is like
Forever.
the most exciting thing they've ever had happen to them before. It's watching me rap. You know what?
Everyone who likes to drink should have a drink with us right now.
Oh my god, yes. So many drinks. I have a drink that appeared in front of me, and I just
A wild drink up here.
my hand. Wild drink appears. Are we playing Pokemon now?
Yeah.
Sweet. Drink-a-mon. That's what that should be a game. Can we make that a game? He's drinking right now, so he can't respond to me.
Sorry, we can make it a game. A drinking game?
Yeah, Drink-a-mon.
Every time you throw a ball, you drink a drink.
Sicko, go get your ball for me.
No, a Pokeball, not a ball.
Oh, I don't have any Pokeballs.
Well, whatever. If you had balls.
I can.
If you had balls, you would play.
I can poke
What do
your
you
balls.
Oh,
Can we stay dirty? Can we stay dirty like this on here?
You woke it
I
up.
woke the beast.
Now he's coming over here to play. Well, I guess we gotta put him on the stream too.
All right.
Big guy, come here. It's a wild dog.
Well, dog abuse. He's trying to eat our trash.
You can't have the trash.
No, it's got
See?
bad things in it.
Cute husky.
He's
Hi, dog.
adorable.
Okay, that's enough. Back to the stream.
That was our like contribution to the show your pets chat. That's in our what's this program over here again?
Oh, what do you know?
Discord. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so these are all wrapped up. And I know it took a minute.
Now what?
I should have pre-done some of them.
Now what do you do?
We're gonna put it in the oven.
Uh-huh.
I want to go to 350, and we're just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, because it's easy. And the peppers are still cooking at 350. And if the temperatures are a little off, it's fine. You know, 412 for like 325 or 400, whatever. It's fine.
So we're gonna put this aside here because we don't need that anymore. You can eat that if you want.
I'm going to eat that later.
I'm sure you
Not
will.
on stream because that's weird, but I'll take it later.
All right, you put that on your. He's got a table over there for what did you?
Stuff I'm going to eat later,
Stuff he's gonna eat later.
which is all of it.
Just gonna.
What is?
It's just a piece of. It's extra done.
Cook it? Yeah, throw it in the peppers. For that. Okay.
All right.
Wait, so what's next?
So now we're gonna go check on our Jello shots because our water is. I mean, it's about hot enough.
So here's the Jello shots again. 2 kinds of Jello, whipped cream, vodka, delicious. It's all good. And where'd you go? Oh, there you
I'm
go.
right here. Hi. Hi. I'm.
This one? That one.
There I am.
Hi, you.
You found me. I was hiding. Did I hide well?
No.
Damn.
Because I found you.
You did find me. I didn't do a good enough job apparently. So we've got our. Can't see me.
I
We got our water over
tried
here.
to find you, and are you on the stove?
I'm gonna come over here.
Okay.
We got our water over here. It's not quite boiling. It's okay because your water for Jello doesn't really have to boil. It just needs to be.
But the package says it has to boil.
Let's say boil. This is hot.
Oh. Well, it was hot when it started. You just wasted 3 hours.
Okay, it says boil.
Ah! Ha ha! Oh, you guys are right.
Well then, we both win.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Put the hot water.
I'm going to put the orange Jello in here now.
Orange Jello.
Pour that in there. We got our little whisk over here. Ooh, that smells good. Look, it's your favorite color.
I like oranges.
He likes green things too. Yeah. Why he likes pumpkin so much? He even made the pumpkin look like a tiger.
So you mix the Jello powder with the hot water,
Yep.
and then you add the vodka later.
Then you're going to take and add 1 cup of cold vodka.
Vodka. Get that vodka.
So this is pretty strong. Any more vodka than this, and it wouldn't set right.
Okay, so you replace, if you follow the package directions, it says a cup of hot water and a cup of cold. So you just replace the cold water with vodka instead.
But if you don't want it quite this strong, just use a little less vodka. Make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you want that strong?
Maybe you just don't want it that strong.
Maybe-
Maybe you're having a really big party and you're gonna make lots of them. And you don't want your guests to be falling over on their asses within 5 minutes of drinking your Jello shots. I mean, I'm gonna make some Jello shots for Halloween myself, and I'm not gonna make them as strong as normal because I don't want everyone drunk super quick.
Why not though?
Well, because it's just a train wreck. No one likes a train wreck.
So for tigers,
I mean, speak for yourself.
and that's only because of fresh meat.
I do like the fresh meat at first.
If there's a train wreck, it's probably fresh meat.
I prefer a boat crash than this fresh thing.
Huh. Can't argue with that.
All right. So,
But now,
we're going to put this into our little cup here.
why?
Because we're going to pour it into our little cups that we started on already.
Oh, so it's just easier to pour.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a lot easier to pour.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back into our fridge. You can't see me. I'm sorry. I'm off screen. I'm at the fridge.
He's getting the Jello shot.
So we're going to go Jello shots, and it's jiggly. It's
Jiggly.
still sticky.
Sticky.
If it's not quite sticky, they're going to separate.
It's jiggly and sticky. What more could you ever want in life?
That's a loaded question.
And then he puts the orange Jello on top of the yellow Jello. And then you have a candy corn mostly, but not quite. And it stays in layers because we let the yellow set first, so they don't mix together.
Yeah, if it's too soon, they will blend together. if it's too late, they won't stick together.
That's a lot of steps. How do you know when it's just right though? You just guess.
It's kind of sticky still when you touch the top of it.
Okay. Then after the orange sets, we're gonna put whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
Candy corn.
And then we're going to drink it. Because
No, we're gonna eat it because it's Jello.
It is.
You
It's
don't
true.
drink Jello.
You don't drink Jello, you eat the Jello. And since we did it right when we did it too, and the yellow was just a little soft, they kind of faded. So you got like a little bit of a blend in there.
Blended Jello.
Blended Jello.
And then they go back in the fridge to set some more
Back in the
because
fridge to set some more.
it takes a while. Now we're gonna make. Oh, that's not set.
We're gonna make a giant candy corn bowl.
It's kind of sticky, so this might blend a little more than normal, but
We're gonna make a giant Jello bowl, and I'm gonna eat that one later.
yeah, you
That's
probably
weird.
So this is probably going to blend a little more, but that's
But
okay.
it's fine because it's just Jello, so who cares?
It did. See, so that one was not quite set enough, and now they blended together and they're just orange.
That's fine. We're
But it's
just
still going to be delicious. Thank you for holding the door, because I was afraid I was going to spill it everywhere. So now we have put our mummies in the oven, our jack-o'-lanterns are in the oven. We are ready to make our last side dish, which is going to be toxic mac and cheese.
Yeah, this one. Look at all those ingredients, guys. That looks tasty.
It's gonna be tasty.
There's no amounts on there because we just kind of make it up as we go.
We do. If you really, really want to know the recipes for any of this stuff, we will share it with you either on our website, or you can just message one of us and we'll just kind of be like, oh, hey, this is pretty much what we put in there. Most of the stuff is like a recipe, but we tweak because we like things to be
Tweaked.
just tweaked.
Tweaked.
All right. So
He's pulling up his recipe. It's fine. Hold
I
on.
am.
Hold on. Just a minute.
Just ignore this over here.
He forgot how to make it, so we all have to wait now.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Make some noodles first.
The water's boiling for the noodles.
Oh, he boiled water already. He knew it was coming up.
I did.
He was ready for this
It's
bullshit.
not quite boiling yet, but it
It was.
It's I turned it down because it was a little too soon. So now we're gonna get that back to boiling, and we need our hot. We have a different pot.
Pot? You want pot? I don't have any pot for you.
No. Oakley,
I have this bowl of beef,
Oakley,
beef grease if anyone wants some beef.
Oakley, can you come do some dishes for me? I had. Oh,
What do you
I
want?
already used that.
What do you want?
The pan that I already used. So I will just use it. This one works. This one works just fine. I think. Hi.
Everyone just watched you struggle about that covered.
They did.
What are you doing over there?
So we are going to
Never mind.
start. Oh, that got really, really
Start.
soft.
He likes soft butter because it's easier to cut.
It is. But this is a little too soft. But
Sorry.
that's okay.
You can.
Yeah, we're gonna need another one. We're gonna need a regular stick. Okay, that's how hot it is in this kitchen. That deep butter legit has like
It's warm in here, you guys.
melted. It's not even like slightly.
It's like butter soup.
Yeah, it's like putting the butter in the pan and
Butter?
melting. So you're gonna take the butter. We're using salted butter, so we're not gonna add any salt to our sauce that we're gonna make. So we're gonna make the sauce from scratch. And we're not gonna add any salt to it because we're using salted butter. If you use unsalted butter, just add some. We're just gonna use a half stick of butter.
Why don't we just make it out of the box, like the macaroni and cheese that comes in a box?
Oh,
Is that not as good?
fuck no.
This is better?
This is way better.
It's more work though. Is it worth it?
It is, and it's not really that much work.
Okay. I've never made it before, so you have to show me how.
I'm gonna. So we're gonna take the butter.
That's butter.
It is, and we're just gonna kind of.
He's cutting it into
This is just gonna help it melt a little
slices
faster.
of butter.
And over here,
Butter in the pan.
butter in the pan. It's a little bit bigger of a pan than I would normally use, but
Bigger is always better, right?
it's what we had. So I'm gonna turn this back on. I'm not gonna turn it on too high because butter will burn.
Butter and butter, gross.
Yeah, it's not good, and it will ruin your roux. I'm gonna show you how to make a roux first.
What's roux?
So
It's like topaz roux?
no, not like topaz roux. We do love topaz roux though.
Like
He's much cuter than the roux we're gonna make.
Kangaroo? Like, what kind of roux? Explain.
So this roux is pretty much a thickening agent. It's butter
Butter?
and flour.
Butter.
Yes, and then we're gonna throw into it all the stuff to make the cheese sauce,
Cheese sauce.
but that's going to help make the sauce thick.
So it's just like a thickener thing.
It is. It's just a thickening agent. So while that starts to melt, I need this.
That's a whisk.
off. It is. I need this rinsed off.
Are you gonna whisk the roux?
I am gonna whisk through
Are
it.
you gonna blend the roux first to make him all chunky and then whisk him?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
We don't eat roux.
You just said you're gonna make a roux to eat.
Wrong kind of.
You all heard him.
You also all heard me explain that it's a thickening agent.
I'm not a kangaroo. So you like thick roux. Got it.
Yes, with 2 C's.
3 T's. Kangaroo starts with a T.
Yeah. Did you know that? You know a few roux. Zeke is also a roux sometimes.
Nah. We do not talk of this person.
We don't talk of Zeke. Why not?
Because
Because he buys all of the tickets and does all the things.
don't eat too much.
So, well, that's nothing over there. I know you just keep.
Somebody,
on there.
somebody spelled roux in the chat in case you were confused. It's R-O-U-X.
Yeah,
I don't know how you get roux out of that, but X.
it's French.
Like
Let's call
roux
let's call
X.
Galen and ask him why it's spelled that way. He's French Canadian, right? So I need flour. Where do I put flour? Put the flour over here.
Guys, look at this pumpkin I made earlier. By the way,
It's
I
pretty
did
awesome.
that all by myself.
He started it.
That's my contribution. Thank you. Good night.
So I need a third cup, which I'm not finding.
There's a third in there. It's got a ring on it.
Ah,
Yeah.
I have it right here. I already had it. It was over there.
I'm gonna fix all this crap I knocked over.
Clearly, I haven't drank enough of this stuff. And I'm forgetting things that I'm doing ahead of time. So, we've got our butter in there. What? We've got our butter in here. There's nothing. Not quite mixed enough yet. So, it's
Really loud.
a little bit. Ooh, sorry. Was that loud, guys?
It's fine. Where'd he go? He's over there.
I'm right here.
Oh, no, he's over there. Oh, no.
So we're
Can't
going
hide from me.
You want to make sure your scoop is dry. Don't put it in the wet scoop because then you get lumpy flour. No lumps from flour.
Aren't you gonna put the flour in the butter anyway?
I am, but you don't want to get lumpy flour in your bag.
Oh, in the bag. I got it.
So we're getting a third cup of flour here, but we're not going to just toss in the third cup of flour. You want to add it slowly so that it doesn't get thick, it doesn't get too clumpy.
You wanna have like a 12th of a cup at a time.
right, and you may not actually using the entire
Well, how do you know?
third. You'll just watch it, and when it starts to get a certain thickness, I'll show you with these awesome arrows still here. Is that really loud?
I don't know.
Probably. Sorry, guys. Alright, so our butter has melted here. And I'm gonna start adding this in a second.
It's over here now.
Bye.
Never mind.
Bye.
He's sort of there.
I am.
He's
Hey,
checking the recipe. Always check the
Dog.
recipe.
Dog, can you go grab me some milk? Just put it on the counter for me? Or Tiger, do you wanna get it?
I could do that.
Okay.
I have a hand.
Or you get a pause.
Yeah. What I said.
So I'm adding on the flour right now. Slowly, just a little at a time. You want it to be a nice, kind of like a nutty brown.
Nutty brown.
Wrong, kind of nut.
That's not what I meant. Gross. God damn. What do you think kind of show we're doing here? This is a wholesome family cooking show.
No, it's far from a wholesome
Yeah.
family cooking show. No, if it was wholesome and family, you wouldn't be in it.
Aww.
Because you're just too much fun. Alright, so this is pretty thick already.
That tiger is wearing human feet because it's hot in here and I'm trying not to die.
It's all good to
Sorry.
be.
I'll try to keep my feet better headed.
Someone's calling human feet.
Yeah.
He was trying so hard not to show his human feet. Look, it's a birth defect. Leave him alone.
That's the first effect. My feet didn't go in right. I got human ones instead.
Be nice.
Nobody wants human feet.
So, if you can see in there, There's a nice ground there.
Look at this nice round sauce.
It's nice and super thick. Almost pumping. And we're gonna add the milk in a minute, and that will help to
Decomp the
remove.
sauce.
Yes.
So you use olive flour.
I didn't use another
How
sauce.
did you know when to stop?
Because I'm gonna see it right now. It's starting to get a little clumpy now. It's really thick, almost like the paste that you used to eat.
I didn't even taste. Ew.
He's so lying. We're gonna turn the heat off now for a second. I'm gonna grab them up. So if we can come back over here.
We can. We did.
Awesome. I don't need a time check yet. Is it not? It's not been 45 minutes, dog. See, he is so impatient.
He's nodding.
He's hungry.
He says yes, it has.
Why isn't it beeping then? It's not been 45 minutes. Has it been 45 minutes? Why isn't she telling us it's been 45 minutes? Didn't you tell her?
Oh, we're here.
You
I just act like a tiger fool.
he just acts like a tiger fool. Hey, what?
I'm gonna open this milk for
It's
you.
open.
I opened it.
It's open. It's already open. So we're gonna add 2.5 cups of milk to
That's a
our.
lot of milk.
It is. So can you come back over?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna add
1,
1,
2,
2.
a half.
Conveniently, I had the half cup right there, and a half cup of milk to our sauce. But I'm just gonna leave that sit there for a second. Now I'm going to bring the heat back on, kind of in between medium low, so a nice medium low.
Oh, apparently the auto mod in our chat censors the word thick with 2 C's.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so if you can't say it,
You can say it. It's
Just can't type it?
Nobody can type it in the chat.
what about it with 3 C's?
Yeah, try it with 3 C's. Just make sure.
We want to see.
It's gonna just
We want to see the C's.
There's the letter C because it's gonna censor out the rest.
All right, so we're gonna let that heat up a little bit. And you can see there's really.
Hey, there's your 45 minutes.
Ah, there's the timer we've been waiting for. Pop it. Oh, okay. Can I have two?
Oh, only one.
Okay, well, I'll give you one.
Okay, so what's going on?
So now we're going to pull our peppers out. We'll check them.
Alexa, stop.
Oh, yeah, look at those.
We cooked peppers for 45 hours and they came out.
45 minutes.
Yeah, minutes.
So, be in a quick second. Switch back over to our camera here.
Hi.
So here's our peppers.
Those look delicious.
They do look delicious. We're gonna let them sit and cool for a little bit.
Why?
Because they're really hot right now. And
Yeah.
we'll try to eat them at the moment.
So what are these for anybody that wasn't paying attention?
These are stuffed pepper jack-o'-lanterns. They've got little cute faces on them, and we'll show you them later when we plate them.
We took orange peppers instead of green peppers because it's Halloween. We stuffed them with rice and meat and cheese and some other crap that I don't even remember.
The jalapeno peppers are trying to smell really good.
And then you move in jalapenos to another rack.
Moving them up a
Why
little
not?
bit so they get a better heat.
And then we're
The
going
jalapeno
back,
peppers.
back to your brew.
The time on the jalapeno peppers realistically is kind of.
Thick with three C's is block as well.
We just can't be thick
All
around
the
here.
thicks is block.
We just can't be thick around here. So we're letting this milk kind of heat up here. And this water is not getting where I need it to be fast enough.
Make it faster, harder, stronger.
Tighter?
What are you doing now?
I'm opening the box of pasta for when this is ready.
Oh, because we're making mac and cheese, so you need to cook pasta for it first.
Right, and it's not boiling fast enough. Why aren't you making it boil faster? Can I have the camera over here?
Yeah, what do you want? This one? Here.
This one.
Look, it's tiger. Look, it's another
That's
tiger.
the tiger right there. This is a much more realistic tiger.
I'm a real tiger. He's not. He just said it. You all heard
I'm a
it.
fake tiger.
He's a fake
I
white
am a
tiger.
fake tiger.
White
So,
tiger is a fake tiger.
the cheese that I pulled out earlier that I was wrong
That
about,
looks familiar.
it does look familiar.
What's that for?
This is the cheese for the macaroni and cheese. And we shredded it ourselves because bagged cheese has a powder on it.
What kind of powder? Cocaine?
No, it's like, I don't, drug addict. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna explain it.
So, regular shredded cheese has powder on it to keep it from all sticking together in a big lump.
And it kind of prevents it from melting.
It like messes with the melting process. So, if you can, get a block of cheese and a cheese shredder and actually make shredded cheese yourself.
So our water is boiling. You guys can't see that, but the water is boiling.
So, look.
Oh, it's boiling. The water's boiling. We're gonna put our pasta in there. You can use any kind of noodle you want. I like these ones just because they're fun and curly.
What are those ones?
I wanted capitati, but we ended up getting celatani.
What does celatani mean?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. It basically
means it's little noodles with curly things and some ridges in them. Because the ridges hold the cheese sauce better.
They do.
Well, really, you can use any kind of cheese.
You could use shells, you could use elbow.
It really doesn't matter. It all tastes the same. It's just a matter of like what looks better or what holds the cheese better.
So, now that that is there, we're going to start adding in some spices and the cheese. So we got some cayenne pepper, we got some paprika, we've got some chili powder,
It's all really spicy.
we've got some onion powder.
It's gonna be really spicy mac and cheese.
No.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we're not using chili powder. Chili powder is for tomorrow. That is for the pumpkin chili.
Wait, what's tomorrow? Are we
Tomorrow.
coming again tomorrow?
We are.
When?
12 to 2, and we're
12
going
to
to teach
2.
you how to do Thanksgiving.
So all these beautiful people that are watching us now,
You can watch us tomorrow.
because y'all have nothing better to do, right? You can watch us tomorrow too from 12 to 2. And we're gonna cook more random shit. Whatever.
Random shit. We didn't plan this at all, by the way.
Also, if anyone wants to come over for lunch tomorrow, we got enough food for like 2 more people. So
That's it.
yeah,
Just 2.
yeah.
All right, so we've got some onion powder over here.
What are you doing? That one? All right.
Yep. I'm gonna put it just.
God, what does it say? Celentani is the plural for prison colons.
What are we?
I can't
talking
read
about?
that.
Prison,
Sorry, Doctor.
And so that was a teaspoon of the onion powder, and then we need a tablespoon of the dry mustard, the ground mustard. I normally wouldn't put this in here, but I've heard that it's good in there, and it just kind of.
You heard that from me.
I did get that from you. Do you want to explain why?
No, I don't know.
I don't either.
It's in the recipe. And the mustard powder just makes it like a little bit tangier. I don't know, it tastes good. You don't really taste it. Like if you hate mustard, you won't really taste mustard in it.
Well, if
But
you really are concerned, just don't put it in.
yeah.
So the cayenne pepper is still just benched, so we're just gonna kind of shake a little over it.
That's it. Hey, your noodles are boiling now. What are you gonna do with them?
We're just waiting for them to cook.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna keep an eye on them and
Yeah.
watch them.
An eye on them like this?
No, don't get that close. You might burn yourself. That steam will burn your
How do
eyeball.
you stir them?
So that they don't stick to the bottom of the pot.
That's a good idea.
It's a really good idea. It's a very, very good
So you
idea.
want to stir them a little bit though, right?
Right. And then the paprika is also just a little bit. Toss a little in there.
Toss it in. I'll toss it in.
Don't toss it. Bottom. Don't lift
You
it.
said toss it in.
You take things too literal.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you just want some like good old fashioned black pepper. And again, you don't need a lot of that, just a little shake in there.
Just toss it in.
Just toss it in.
Can I toss the milk in too?
Just, you know, like toss into like a quarter teaspoon roughly of all the stuff we just tossed in.
You're just kind of seasoning it. You can taste it if you really want to, but it's cheese and sauce, and you can't really be bad.
No. So we're gonna all in there, and then we're gonna start adding in our cheese. Let me add that one. We're adding cheese now? I think we're adding cheese now.
Yes. Do whatever you want. It's your kitchen.
No, it's your kitchen.
How long does this pasta have to cook for?
About 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Yep.
Oh. 11 minutes. It's not about 7, but it's like 11. 7-Eleven.
I do like 7-Eleven.
It's not an ad for 7-Eleven. It's an ad for WPAFW merchandise.
Ooh, are we gonna have another ad for Pop?
If you want, you guys should all go buy some of this cool WPAFW merchandise. I have a feeling it's the same people watching the stream, and I've told you like 8 times to buy the merch now. But in case there's anybody new and you want to support our charity, the Awesome Spirit of Wildlife, look at this logo. It's awesome, you guys. Whoever designed this, I should know, but I forgot. I'm sorry. Whoever designed this logo, it's fantastic. Who wouldn't want this like on a t-shirt or a hat or even a face mask so we don't have to see your face or we don't get COVID?
Not nice.
I'm sorry. It means so we don't get COVID from you. We want to see your face, but right now we can't. But anyway, yeah, go buy some merch if you can. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Woohoo! So I have added the cheese in, and just in case I didn't say it, I don't think I did. The cheese was literally just an 8-ounce block of cheese. And I used a white cheese because this is going to be toxic mac and cheese, so it's going to be green and kind of scary.
Toxic? What do you mean? Is it going to be poisonous to eat?
No!
You're
It's
just
just
gonna-
going to look toxic.
You're just going to make it green and ugly.
Exactly.
So that it's Halloween.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good idea. What's the food coloring make it taste weird though?
No, food coloring doesn't have the taste.
Oh, that's
We're also gonna put some spinach in there to help with the
Hey, how are you?
Ew, you love spinach.
It's not like spinach, it's nasty.
Well, you don't have to use spinach. You
What
can
else do
just
you
use
use?
food coloring.
Oh.
If you don't like that, or if you're completely gonna change just use food coloring, you can also use like Brussels sprouts or whatever. Just kind of give it a
We're
fun.
just like putting stuff in there to make it
texture.
like look better and also be kind of healthy.
I wasn't concerned about the health. I was looking for like aesthetics, but yeah, it's not healthy.
We don't want to be healthy.
No. Why would you be healthy? Right? If I wanted to eat healthy, I would eat.
Oh yeah, everybody says 100% of our profits go to the Office of Spirit and Wildlife.
Yes.
Now, if you buy merch, we're not keeping any money from that. The website you buy it from keeps their share to buy to pay for it and whatever, but then all the rest of it goes to the charity directly.
So hey Tiger,
Yeah.
where would I find a strainer for this pasta here?
I don't know.
Is this almost ready?
It's probably in the garbage.
In the garbage.
It's probably in the dishwasher where you put it earlier.
Like, do you have like a normal strainer?
That was the normal strainer.
It's still got some time anyways.
That was the normal strainer.
It wasn't. It was like a mesh strainer.
That's normal.
Okay.
What do you call normal?
A plastic one with hole. Actually, mine's silicone that collapses.
I don't have your silicone collapse toy.
That's dirty.
I didn't say it, you said it.
You thought it. Oh. Don't lie. Don't lie to the people. You know, you can watch him struggle. You can't actually watch him.
You can't see me because I planned it that way.
You did plan it that way. Okay. So the peppers are ready to come up.
Are they?
Yes. Because they have a nice golden brown.
That sounds good.
And if you can see it here, like right there. If you want it a little browner, you should stop it out there because it's going to brown some more once it's out here.
Those look really good. Can I eat them?
Not yet. Let them cool down a little bit. I'm afraid that this is gonna melt this.
Well, put them on there. Yeah, here, give me that.
This is hot.
I have paws on. It's fine.
You have paws on? Those are not your natural paws.
These are not my natural hands. I'm sorry for anyone who thought I was actually a tiger.
I thought you were.
I'm very sorry for anyone who thought I was actually a tiger.
You should be.
Anyway, these look delicious, Oz. They look like little mummies.
They're gonna look more like little mummies in a minute.
How?
We are going to take some olives, black olives, that we're actually going to use for something else tomorrow. We're going to cut the ends off.
Ends?
And we're going to put them in here.
So like eyeballs, like little olive butthole eyeballs?
Yes. But it's like more like
Sounds
they're kind of like,
delicious.
you know, like they're eating a lemon or they're dead.
Oh, like a
Little X's, like they're dead.
olive eyeball.
Anyways, so as you can see, the sauce, because of the roux we made earlier, is really nice and thick. So this is going to be a super
That's the roux
Good
I've ever
cheese.
brewed on.
And I don't know if you can smell this, Rakedu, but it smells really good.
Smells like a roux.
It does not. It smells like cheese. 'cause-
Oh,
No,
they didn't see that.
you're gonna set off the dogs.
They didn't see that.
I booked him.
They did not.
They did not. No. So now we're gonna make over here.
Are we though?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So in this little bowl here, we've got some frozen chopped spinach that I have thawed, and
It's
then
not frozen.
not anymore. It was.
Why did you get frozen instead of fresh?
It's easier, and you might as well be fresh.
It might as well, but it's not. The thing is, it doesn't matter because you're gonna mix it in with the cheese sauce. So if it's fresh or frozen, who gives a crap? 'Cause it's
No.
gonna get
The
cooked.
frozen is just easier, and it's practically fresh. I mean, they freeze it so quick, they blanch it and freeze it so quick that you can't really tell the
It's like
difference.
already prepared. You don't
And
have
it's
to
all chopped. You're just going to rinse it off a little bit and then squeeze the extra water out because it would make your fantastically thick, creamy mac and cheese runny if you don't drain, like squeeze the water out first. So we squeeze the water out, and we're gonna come back over here, and we're going to add this in, and
Oh, I just got a $350 fine for our ruin.
yeah, you're gonna donate that to the
Expensive.
you're gonna donate that to our charity.
Apparently, I don't have a choice.
Who fined you? Was it Manic?
It was Dr. Buxom.
Wow, a doctor and a police officer. I mean, I could use a man like that in my life. So I'm gonna turn the sauce off now because it doesn't need to cook anymore. It's pretty good right here.
How can you tell?
Because it's thick, it's hot. I can see that it's hot,
It's very hot.
just like you.
Wow.
So you see that green in there?
Yeah, it's green.
It's not green enough for me.
What? Do you want to make it more greener?
I do.
How are you gonna do that?
Little food color.
A little. How many?
I don't know. Just till I like
A
it.
couple bottles.
Just gonna add some in there. I like it. Hey, Tiger,
Hey,
you
what?
want to reach into that refrigerator over there and hand me the riced cauliflower? So again, we using cauliflower that is pre-riced. We bought frozen riced cauliflower. And again, it's just to give you a texture. That is super
Very
clean.
good.
That is perfect now. That is a nice toxic looking green right there.
So it's just cauliflower, and they chop it into little bits, and they call it rice because it kind of looks like rice.
They probably ran it through a ricer. That's probably why
Yeah.
it's riced.
So instead of like big chunks of cauliflower, it's just gonna give you like little chunks of cauliflower. He's eating hot noodles. It's not a good idea. They're not covered in cheese yet.
No, they're done.
They're done.
So I like my noodles for mac and cheese al dente.
What's that mean?
It means that they're a little on the firmer side
Firmer.
and they're not super soggy. You don't have to eat them that way. I just like them that way because when you put the sauce in there, if they're already soggy, then it kind of breaks down into the sauce. And that's no fun.
Why not?
I just don't like it that way. It's not a texture that I enjoy.
Oh.
Does not mean it's not a texture you don't enjoy.
You don't know what I enjoy.
I don't, actually. So now I'm just going to throw the cauliflower in here. And again, this is just to kind of give it some texture and a little extra flavors. We actually picked a roasted garlic one because that was what was available. But you know what? Who doesn't like some garlic in their,
Vampires?
well, that's why we're doing this, to keep them away. This is their prime season.
Prime.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime?
We don't talk about Amazon Prime right now.
You had a bad experience with Amazon Prime?
I've had a few bad experiences with Amazon Prime lately. I apparently am ordering things in my sleep, which I'm not actually
So
doing.
these noodles are done,
They are, they just need drains.
so I can drain them?
Yes, please.
I can try.
So you want to get everything in here before you enter noodles. That way your noodles, when they go in, are just all set and ready to roll.
This is a bad idea. I'm gonna
Here, I'm going to do
do
this.
that. Well, I make people watch you.
Okay, do we have a strainer?
No, I told you we didn't.
Okay.
I didn't magically pull one out of my
I
asshole.
saw you digging it. That
Wow,
would be,
wow.
that would be impressive. So, since we don't have one, we're just going to
That looks
use our spoon,
It doesn't matter, right? If you
push it back,
who cares?
and we're just going to strain the water off. Get a facial while we're doing it.
That's
Not
really
that
steamy.
kind of facial, you nasty little.
That's
flirt.
really steamy.
It is.
That looks good. I want noodles.
We're gonna
I
have
want
the
cheese
noodles.
on them.
We're gonna have
Cheese
that.
on them?
Yeah. We're gonna put the noodles in the cheese.
We're making toxic mac and cheese in case if anyone forgot. Here's all the things we put in it. And it's a lot of stuff, so.
It is a lot of stuff.
We will post some of these recipes later probably, or I don't really know.
All right, so that is pretty well drained. I mean, I don't see any water left in. Well, as best I can, my glasses are all steamed now.
You're fogged.
I'm foggy. I am fogged. Foggy. So we're going to take, I don't know what camera you got on me. We're going to pull the whisk out now.
How am I still at first, dude? I don't even know. It's really warm in here.
I think the alcohol has helped.
There's not enough air conditioning in this house. The alcohol definitely helped a little bit. But no. It's very warm in here, guys. But I'm doing it for you.
We're just going to dump that right in here.
Yeah, dump it in.
Whew! It's
So you
really
just-
hot over there.
So you just added the noodles to the cheese sauce, and
Yep.
then all you gotta do is mix it up and it's done, right?
Yep, exactly.
That's easy.
It is easy. So now it's going to get all green. And if you really wanted to get a little more intense with the green,
I want to get really intense.
after you're done cooking your noodles, before you put them in here, put them in a Ziploc bag with some green food coloring
Yeah?
and shake the bag up really well
Shake it.
and let it sit in the food coloring for a few minutes. And then the noodles are going to absorb that green food coloring. You can also do this with black if you want to make the noodles a different color,
That's a really good idea.
purple, whatever.
How about orange? Can I make them orange?
You could make them orange. You could actually make a tiger mac and cheese
That sounds good.
where like maybe you color the sauce black and your noodles are orange.
Weird.
It would be weird, but it sounds like something you would eat.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So that is our mac and cheese. And look, you can see just how thick and creamy that
That's
is.
really thick and really creamy.
Yeah, that is, looks amazing. It smells awesome too. Wow. We're gonna let it cool for a minute. Then we're gonna put it in this awesome bowl. So thank you. All right, where are we at? We've got 15 minutes.
You got 2 drinks to make, right? Or one?
We have one drink to make, so we want to make our drink really quick.
Oh, you know what you haven't made yet?
Cake pops.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna make this quick because apparently I took longer than I thought.
You have 18 minutes to make 2 things and make other things too. I do.
So what we're gonna do here, we got some cake pops.
What is that?
These are little cake pops. So all I did, because I wanted to make this easy, we took a pre-made pumpkin roll, which the tiger is getting.
This.
You're gonna just buy a pre-made pumpkin roll from the store.
It's real easy. You don't have to make your own cake and all that bullshit.
It's already got some frosting in there. It's got some cake.
Yeah.
Slice, some off of there. Put maybe like a teaspoon of extra frosting in the bowl with it. Mix it together. Form a ball.
Oh.
And then take a stick, put a little frosting on it, dip it in, and let it sit in the freezer.
And then you have cake balls, and they're done.
And no, we're not quite done.
We're done.
Almost done.
You just said we're done.
No, we're not done. We're going to melt some chocolate. You can't. Yeah, we got some white chocolate. We're gonna melt that. So in 15-second increments.
Oh god.
Ooh.
He made these cake balls ahead of time. They're just mashed up pumpkin cake with icing that already came with them. A little bit more melted chocolate just to hold the stick on. And then you want to like refrigerate them for a while so the balls are nice and firm like this. Because then we're going to coat them in candy chocolate coating. And so if these are nice and solid, it's a lot easier to coat them.
Much easier to go.
If you don't refrigerate them first, they're really soggy and they just want to fall apart instead.
It's no fun. We tried that yesterday, and we didn't have quite enough frosting in there, and they also did not get firm enough, and it ended up falling apart.
The weird part is you got to get the frosting to cake ratio just right. You might have to experiment with it a little bit to get it. You want them like gummy enough to hold together, but if it's too much frosting, they're just gonna fall apart. So
Just gonna fall apart.
there's really no like recipe. You just gotta kind of do it to the right.
Pretty much. But this is an easy way to do it if you want to make a quick treat for your guests without having to actually bake a cake, get the frosting, just...
Or if you want to make a quick treat for me to eat,
Yes.
because who needs the guests?
Yeah. So this is the melt chocolate. It's just a vanilla candy melt bar that you can find at any grocery store, and you just melt it in 15-second increments. You want to do it that way so you don't burn your chocolate.
Yeah, you don't want to like boil it or anything. You just want to get it liquidy and melt it.
Yes.
You do it a little bit at a time. And now we wait.
Now
Oh, it's on. Wait.
it's on there.
He's checking it every 15 seconds to get the consistency just
And it's just about there. You can see it's
it's
ready, but there's a little clumpy still. We're gonna do probably one more here. So this collectively took about, I don't know what, a minute and a half. It doesn't take long. And you don't have to temper the chocolate because it's not normal chocolate. You would melt it in a pan with water underneath it, and it gets to,
That sounds difficult.
it is difficult.
So we bought this candy coating instead because it's already like tempered or whatever. So you just melt it,
Yes.
and then when it cools off, it hardens up again. You don't have to do anything special with it like you would with real chocolate.
Exactly. This is cooled down, yeah. It's cooled down. Got that?
I'm taking these.
Of course you are. Whew. So then you're just going to take your little cake balls here,
Cake balls.
and he's bringing over the other camera, so guys, let's get a close in.
Close up of balls.
We're going to just kind of roll it
What are you doing?
into the chocolate,
Why are you using a spoon?
just to help get a nice even layer. And if we stick it in there and it starts to break off, then it's
Well, then you're screwed.
all over. Exactly.
Then you got cake and your icing and frosting, and it's just
Now-
a mess.
If you're going to put sprinkles or sugar or something on this,
I
which
am.
we're going to do,
Yeah.
you want to do it quickly because since these have been in the freezer, this
Oh.
coating is going to get
Yeah. So the balls are cold, so they're gonna solidify the candy coating really fast. So anything you want to stick to it, you gotta do like immediately. You can't wait a little bit. Close up.
close this up, close up, close down.
So we're kind of making little pumpkins. We were gonna use orange food coloring, but it's water based. And as soon as you add water to this candy coating, it no longer is candy coating. It's
It
weird.
changes the consistency. It actually made it thicker, which you wouldn't think water would do. And then it won't melt enough to run over
Yeah.
your
We're using
stuff.
orange sprinkles, and we're gonna make little pumpkins that way instead. And it's still gonna be just as good. It doesn't matter.
It's festive. And it's going to taste delicious. And that's what really, really matters. And if your guests tell you otherwise, then just tell them to go home.
Because we started with a pumpkin cake roll and cream cheese frosting, so the cake ball itself is delicious, and then we're adding more candy coating to it and sprinkles. So really,
I mean,
can't
come
go
on, you
wrong.
can't go wrong there. These actually came out much better than the ones we have done before.
Guys, this is a professional chef you're watching. You would pay $19.95 to watch this guy's video. I don't even know.
You could pay $19.95, but page
But
30.
guys, you can watch for free.
All right, so we're gonna let those sit there for a minute. These are going to get
They're probably already solid, huh?
really. They probably are.
Because the balls were so cold to start with.
So we're going to move on to our last little thing, and then we're gonna plate.
Wait,
We've got 12 minutes. Hey, we might actually.
got lots.
This might work. So we've got a pumpkin here that we have carved out.
That's a pumpkin.
It is a pumpkin, but it's not carved like this pumpkin. We didn't.
It's empty.
It's not about to be.
But, yeah.
It's not about to
We're
be.
going to make this pumpkin into a punch bowl.
We are.
A super
That was
festive
super festive.
pumpkin punch bowl.
This
thing.
is in the camera site. We don't want that.
Yeah, get that out of there.
Yeah. We don't.
Wait, we need, hey.
Hi.
Here's the cake pop in case anyone wants to take a quick screenshot of the directions for that. It's not even directions, it's just ingredients.
So another way to have the orange without using food coloring is chocolate melts come in a variety of colors. You usually have to go to a bulk food store or a baking store specifically to find them that way, but you can buy pre-colored chocolate melts for you.
Oh, instead of the white, it would be already orange.
Yes. We couldn't find them. They didn't have that in our store.
Oh, yeah. Now we're gonna make this. And it has vodka as the number one ingredient, so we can't go wrong with that.
So it's got vodka. It's got
So we're gonna make this punch
Yes.
in this pumpkin punch bowl. It's gonna be delicious.
Sorry, can you pull the recipe up for that so everyone can see?
Wait, I just did.
Witch's brew. Oh, there it is. I missed it. So this is the recipe for the witch's brew, which we're going to call it here. It's a purple drink that we're going to put in a nice orange pumpkin. And yeah,
Won't the pumpkin add weird flavoring to the punch though?
it shouldn't.
No?
The taste of the juice and everything else will pretty much mask.
We're gonna drink it so fast, it's not gonna matter anyway.
It's not going to matter.
You're gonna get a little pumpkin flavor, but we're gonna have cranberry juice and grape juice, so it's gonna pretty much cover it. A lot of pumpkin flavor isn't the worst thing.
It's not the worst thing. I have run out of measuring cups. I have to wash this.
Use that one.
I got to rinse this really quick, guys. Sorry. We got to give it a good rinse because it had milk and stuff in there. And
Ew, stop.
yeah, we don't want that in our foods. Yo, we have any new comments?
No, just some people talking about drinks and stuff.
The background to this is Johan didn't know you could make Alfredo. He thought you could only buy it. And I was like, how do you put this in the container? I don't understand that.
It's fine, it's not even about us.
I don't. It's not about us.
We
I
just
thought,
make Alfredo.
I thought everything was about us.
It is, it should be.
All right. So
So he's making pumpkin punch in a pumpkin. Or
So
wait,
you saw, yeah, it's not pumpkin punch. We were gonna do pumpkin punch, but
here's the rest.
this is more fun. So this is the recipe. So you want to use 1 part vodka, 2 part juice, a little bit of blue curacao, a little bit of sour mix, the tiniest little dash of grenadine. Grenadine is really potent and it goes a long way. So let's come back in here.
What's the part?
So it's just an equal measurements. So
So like a cup
for
is
1
part?
cup of vodka, since it's 1 part,
One part?
we will do 2 cups of juice.
Oh, because two parts juice and 1 part vodka.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter what the part is, it's just as long as it's some amount and you measure it.
So
So 2 cups of vodka.
yes, because it's a pumpkin and we got a lot of room.
That's a lot of space in that pumpkin.
To fill.
We need to fill it with
We do need to fill
alcohol.
it. Because
what else
we
is
can't
there?
have Wafa without some
Okay.
boozy beverages.
Booze. So,
And we don't have our regularly scheduled bartender here serving us beer and making us what's a buck?
so 1 part vodka is 2 cups. So now we want 2 parts of cranberry juice.
So we're gonna do 4
4
cups.
There's 4. Yeah, 4. 40 answers. Let's all get a close up.
2,
Juicy juice in the pumpkin. Bullshit.
3, 4.
Oh, look at that pumpkin full of vodka.
So we dug this a little deeper than intended, but that's okay. We'll throw a little ice.
Maybe there's
stuff
little
in it.
bits of pumpkin floating in it.
There is. That's okay though.
It's fine.
It is.
You don't care?
I don't care. If you don't care, I don't care. So this would be a half part. So since we did 2 cups of vodka, we're gonna do 1 cup of sours.
That's math. Don't do math after you drink it.
And
Do
we
it
need,
before.
yeah, mathing after is bad. I'm sorry, I left an ingredient in the
You
fridge.
forgot the other juice.
Oh no, where's the blue curacao? It moved.
Oh, that.
It went to the bar.
That's in the
The
bar.
dog is gonna get that from me while we add the grenadine. Like I said, grenadine is a potent
Grenadine.
syrup. It's
How many parts of that?
a dash.
How much is a dash? That's a big dash.
That's a dash. It's a big bowl.
Okay. So just a little bit of.
Yeah, and so we got all that. So we use cran grape. You can use just regular cranberry if you don't like cran grape, but the grape in there gives it a little bit more
Purple.
of the purple color we're looking for. And then this is going to help with that.
Is there one part of this?
It is one part. Well, no, half part.
Half part.
Half part. So
One
only
cup.
1 cup. Sorry, I was
I
thinking.
hope you guys got all the math because it's kind of confusing if you're going.
Yes. So we're going to stir that up. Right. We'll actually just use this little ladle because that's what we'll probably
Little
serve.
ladle.
And then the fun thing with this is you can take your glass, put a little bit of juice on a plate,
Wait.
dip your glass in it, and then use that same orange sugar and give your cup a nice orange sugar rim.
Sugar rim.
Yes.
You want to rim my cup?
Sure.
On a plate?
Sure.
Here's a plate.
We need this stuff though. I don't want to burn my hands with this.
We should have prepped that ahead of time. Needs some work. Hold please.
Does it need some work?
It needs to be broken. It's one giant chunk.
Yes. Maybe we can have a dog.
I got it.
Okay, well, while he does that.
This is dry ice. Don't touch it.
No, bad. Better. So I'm just gonna use some grenadine. I'm gonna put it on the plate here. Gotta clean this up a little bit.
It's cold.
I bet it is. You should probably not put your paws in there.
Well, how am I gonna get it?
I don't know. You want to use tongs or something? Scissors. That's a good idea. So now we're thinking with salt.
Oh,
I don't know. We're thinking.
Tom used to blood my brain.
Both your brain. You have 2 veins. Where's the second one?
Do you really want to know?
No. Sorry, I needed a quick little. So you're doing the guts. Get a little bit of juices on the edges. Look at that. How awesome is this, you guys?
You sound like Rachel Ray.
Do I look like Rachel Ray though?
I don't know.
And then I'm gonna put a little.
So we just put dry ice in it because dry ice makes it do this cool, fizzy, foamy fog thing. F words. Fuck.
F words. So I got a little juice on the rim there, and I'm gonna.
Look, yeah, you got the rim a little bit wet so the sugar sticks to it. Orange sugar to make it look cool. Purple punch because it contrasts with the orange sugar and it's Halloween themed. Look at that. You are like Rachel Ray.
I am like Rachel Ray.
You can also put a little.
Well, I love Rachel Ray. I won't lie. Like she is one of my first like cooking
You can put a little
inspirations.
piece of dry ice in the drink too,
Good. We're not gonna right now, but you could.
and then it would fog up and be cool.
Cheers, guys.
And that looks delicious. Look at this tiger drink that drink.
That is really good, guys. All right, so we've got our awesome pumpkin here. And now we're gonna do. We got 5 minutes. We're gonna do some plating and show you how awesome this can all look.
Wait, we have to make the jello shots too.
That's part of the plating.
That's okay.
It is. And all we gotta do now is just add the whipped cream.
I'll put the dry ice away in the freezer thing.
All right. So here's our pumpkin already going to town. We're just gonna move. Not gonna move it anywhere because my counter's full of stuff. Our sink is really full. Oakley.
Nuts.
You know what? You know we are not clean when we cook. We never are. That's why we have Oakley. I did not turn the oven off. You have to make sure you turn off your
You're trying
oven.
to make it too warm in here.
I am.
I got this whipped cream. We're gonna put it on the candy corn jello shots and make candy corns.
So here we're gonna pour our mac and cheese in here.
That looks good.
Fuck yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to try this. I wish you did not have your giant orange tiger, and I would say let's grab
You know
it
what?
and try this out.
In 3 minutes, I'm not gonna have it on anymore, and I'm gonna be eating this delicious food.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna try out while we're waiting.
I do mind. You still have to put eyes on the mummies. Make the jello shots. Put all the
You know
shit on
what?
a plate.
I've
All
got
in
time for
2
that.
minutes.
That's really fucking
It
good.
better be. I made it. You all watched me make that.
We did. We did. We're not even gonna worry about. We're just gonna take some more mummies. Gonna put them on a plate here. Look how awesome these are. Can we get a close-up camera?
You can, if you really want it.
I do really want it, actually.
Look at that. Mac and cheese. Mummies with no eyes.
I mean, we're working on the eyes. We're getting there.
We're gonna put some olives on them for eyes. I don't know how you make them stick, but whatever. It's olives, who cares?
Yeah, no one cares.
Somebody cares, not me though. We got this punch that's still fogging away here in the bowl.
Then you're just gonna take your Jello shots
Jello
here.
shots. Right in my face. Look at that. That looks delicious. I just want to shoot those candy corn Jello things.
I'm not gonna do it on all of them because
But you're lazy.
it'll melt.
It will. No. Okay. Then we got cake pops with whatever.
So we use these awesome little sticks that we found. They look like sticks.
The sticks that look like sticks.
Yeah, we found them in the little Halloween section. Your little cake pops. All right. What are we missing?
Peppers.
Peppers. We need a key for our peppers. Let's grab this plate right here. Get our nice, awesome stuffed peppers.
Guys, you're all missing out on this delicious dinner we're about to have.
Look at you freaking upside down.
1 minute warning.
Nice.
We're almost done. Sorry for rushing the last minutes here, guys. We want to get everything on plates to show you.
It's like a competition. It's like a competition. Am I winning?
Oh, you put
Look
the-
at yours.
Oh my God, that's the best one.
It's the best one.
right.
Are these not adorable though? And look at that. Like, the cheese is melted perfectly. These are amazing.
go.
So, thanks for coming out.
We got everything on plates. It looks fantastic. We'll post the recipes. Make sure you guys buy some merch if you can. And most importantly, coming up next, we've got a charity panel with Manic and the charity, the Awesome Spirit of Wildlife, or TSOW, or whatever that is.
Thanks, guys.
So, thank you all for watching. I hope everyone has a great day. And join us again tomorrow right here, noon to 2 p.m. We're going to cook some more stuff.
We're gonna do some Thanksgiving. We're gonna teach you how to brine a turkey, but we're gonna use chicken because it cooks faster.
And yeah, tune in for the stream all weekend. Bye for now. Whatever. Yeah.